Hand and power tools are a part of our everyday lives. These tools help us to perform tasks that otherwise would be difficult or impossible. However, even simple tools can be hazardous and have the potential for causing severe injuries when used or maintained improperly. Special attention toward hand and power tool safety is necessary in order to reduce or eliminate these hazards. Employers must provide safe tools for their employees to use and train employees on the safe operation of tools. Employees are required to take training on how to safely use tools in the workplace and to operate all tools and machinery in a safe manner. Workers using hand and power tools may be exposed to these hazards. Objects that fall, fly, are abrasive, or splash. Harmful dusts, fumes, mists, vapors, and gases. Or frayed or damaged electrical cords, hazardous connections, and improper grounding. Some basic safety rules to follow when working with tools are: maintain tools regularly, use the right tool for the job, inspect the tool before use, operate the tool according to manufacturer's instructions, use the right personal protective equipment, and use guards. Hand tool hazards are usually caused by misuse and improper maintenance. Do not use wrenches when jaws are sprung, impact tools, such as chisels and wedges, when heads have mushroomed, tools with loose, cracked, or splintered handles, a screwdriver as a chisel, or tools with taped handles, as the tape may be hiding cracks. For example, if a screwdriver is used as a chisel, the tip of the chisel may break and fly off, hitting the user or other employees. Use personal protective equipment, such as safety goggles and gloves, to protect against hand tool injuries. Keep the floor surface where you are working free from debris and tripping or slipping hazards. Keep cutting tools sharp. Power tools must be fitted with guards and safety switches and are extremely hazardous when used improperly. Handheld power tools must be equipped with one of the following: a constant pressure switch which shuts off power upon release, such as a circular saw, chainsaw, grinder, or handheld power drill. Or an on-off switch that you would typically find on routers, planers, laminate trimmers, shears, jigsaws, nibblers, or scroll saws. Always disconnect power tools when not in use, before servicing and cleaning, and when changing accessories. Keep people not involved with the work away from the work. When possible, always secure work with clamps or a vise, freeing both hands to operate the tool. Don't hold the switch button while carrying a plugged-in tool. Keep tools sharp and clean. Consider what you wear. Loose clothing and jewelry can get caught in moving parts. Remove damaged electric tools and tag them "Do Not Use." Never carry portable tools by the cord or use electric cords to hoist or lower tools. Don't yank an electric cord or hose to disconnect it. Always keep cords and hoses away from heat, oil, and sharp edges. All electric power tools must have a 3-wire cord plugged into a grounded receptacle, be double insulated, or be powered by a low-voltage isolation transformer. Operate electric tools within designed limits. Don't use an electric tool in wet locations unless the tool is approved for that. Store the tool in a dry place. Use gloves and safety shoes. Keep work areas where you'll be using the tool well lit. Ensure cords don't present a tripping hazard to yourself or others in the work area. Abrasive wheels and tools may throw off flying fragments. As such, equip with guards that cover the spindle end, nut, and flange projections, maintain proper alignment with the wheel, and don't exceed the strength of the fastenings. Guard the tool so that a minimal amount of the wheel is exposed. Before mounting an abrasive wheel, inspect closely for damage and perform a sound test to ensure the wheel is free from cracks or defects. To perform the sound test, tap wheel gently with a light, non-metallic instrument. If wheel sounds cracked or dead, do not use it because it could fly apart. To prevent cracking, fit the wheel on the spindle freely and tighten the spindle nut enough to hold the wheel in place without distorting the flange. Let the tool come up to speed prior to grinding or cutting. Don't stand in front of the wheel as it comes up to full speed. Use eye and/or face protection at all times when using an abrasive wheel. Keep work rests not more than 1/8 of an inch from the wheel surface. This prevents jamming the work between the wheel and the rest, which may cause the wheel to break. Never adjust the wheel while it's rotating. Guard the exposed moving parts of power tools. Guard belts, gears, shafts, pulleys, sprockets, spindles, flywheels, chains, or other moving parts. Never remove a guard when a tool is in use. The point of operation is where the work is actually performed on the materials, and it must be guarded. The guarding device shall be designed and constructed to prevent the operator from having any part of his body in the danger zone during the operating cycle. Machine guards must protect the operator and others from point of operation, in-running nip points, rotating parts, and flying chips and sparks. Radial saws must be guarded to prevent the operator from coming in contact with the rotating blade. Guard portable and circular saws above and below the base plate or shoe. The lower guard must cover the saw to the depth of the teeth. Each circular cross-cut table saw shall be guarded by a hood. Pneumatic tools are tools powered by compressed air and include nailers, staplers, chippers, drills, and sanders. The main hazard of a pneumatic tool is getting hit by a tool attachment or by a fastener the worker is using with the tool. Always take the same precautions with an air hose that you take with electric cords. Ensure the pneumatic tool is fastened securely to the air hose to prevent a disconnection. Use a short wire or a positive locking device to attach the air hose to the tool. Secure pneumatic power tools to the hose by some positive means to prevent the tool from becoming accidentally disconnected. Safety clips or retainers shall be securely installed and maintained on pneumatic impact tools to prevent attachments from being accidentally expelled. Place a safety device on the muzzle to prevent the tool from ejecting fasteners, unless the muzzle is in contact with work surface. Install a safety clip or retainer to prevent attachments, such as chisels on a chipping hammer, from being ejected. Wear eye and hearing protection when working with jackhammers. Don't use compressed air for cleaning, unless the compressed air is reduced to less than 30 psi with effective chip guarding and personal protective equipment. Liquid fuel tools are usually gas-powered. The main hazard associated with these tools is fuel vapors. It's extremely important that workers use only approved flammable liquid containers. Before refilling a fuel-powered tool tank, shut down the engine and allow it to cool. A powder-actuated tool is a nail gun used in construction and manufacturing to join materials to hard substrates, such as steel and concrete. Users must be trained and licensed to operate any powder-actuated tools. Test these tools each day before loading to ensure the safety devices are working properly. Always wear suitable ear, eye, and face protection. Select a powder level that will do the work without excessive force. Avoid driving into materials easily penetrated unless materials are backed by a substance that will prevent the pin or fastener from passing through. Also, don't drive fasteners into very hard or brittle material that might chip or splatter or make the fasteners ricochet. Don't use a powder-actuated tool in an explosive or flammable atmosphere. Inspect the tool before use to ensure it is clean, moving parts operate freely, and the barrel is free from obstructions and has the proper shield, guard, and attachments. Don't load the tool unless using immediately, and never leave a loaded tool unattended. Keep hands clear of the barrel end, never point the tool at anyone, and always store the tool unloaded in a locked box. In summary, hazards are usually the result of improper tool use or not following one or more of these protection techniques: inspecting the tool before use, using personal protective equipment, using guards, properly storing the tool, or using safe handling techniques. This has been a production of Federal Safety Solutions. For more information, please visit fssamerica.com.